Alright, looks like we're live. So, we're going to go with an episode 2 of Dyson Sphere Program. As you can see, there is nothing placed anywhere on this planet except for one of these wonderful interstellar logistics stations. And that's because I'm planning on doing a kind of like a refresher here of everything. All my items are placed inside of these containers, and we're going to go ahead and start get some automation going. So the first thing I want to do is set up some automation to get all my conveyor belts and all my sorters taken care of. In my inventory, I have a nice set of items here to go to start with, and I want to set these up somewhere away from the main building area. So what I'm kind of planning is to go over here a little ways and set it up over here. Should be plenty of room right here. So the first thing we need to do is kind of take a look at what we need in order to make a Mark III conveyor belt, which isn't anything too crazy here. We need some graphene, we're going to need a supermagnetic ring, and the Mark II conveyor belts, which then kind of goes back down into everything else. So what I'm going to go and do is start at the very start, which is the Mark I conveyor belt. Now we're going to need iron ingots and we're going to need gears. So let's go ahead and kind of get that rolling right here. I'm going to set them up so the main manufacturing is happening here and kind of pushing that way. So we're going to set up a few of these guys right here. Kind of start with, and I'm doing this all kind of off the top of my head. There's no particular plan in place at the moment. So we're kind of going to edit as we go and see what we do and don't like. Yep. And you can also see that we have flattened out this entire area. Most of the sandy bits here were water at some point. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So the first item we're going to need when building this up. Now, these are going to be handy for a few things here. If we go through the build process, we look at the Mark I belts. We need one of them there. Mark II, we don't need anything, but if we go into here, you'll see again we don't need any there. So it's going to be a little bit of a process just to kind of figure out where we need all the different parts at. And it looks like the only one we need it for is going to be the starter, so we're going to make one. We're also going to be automating our sorters, so I'm going to take a look at the sorters and see if they need any as well. And let's see, so far, no, yep, we'll need some there. So let's go ahead and just get a few of these going. We may end up making some extras, but that's fine. It's always good to have some extra laying around in case we need them. And this isn't going to be too pretty at first. It's going to be a work in progress, so just kind of bear with me. And let's also place our iron miners over here. Get those started as well. Now I'm not going to power everything up right away because I don't want the system to continually generate items when I won't be using them yet if I need to reorganize. You can see I've already kind of drained this one down a fair amount. I am playing with the standard resource rate, so that's not boosted or anything. In my opinion, it's a little more fun to do it that way because it forces you to use the other planets and other solar systems. Because once you use up this stuff, you just have tons of build space and you have to go to other planets, which is kind of the whole point of this here. So let's go ahead and combine these together. What I like to do once I get everything like really going is use nothing but the Mark III belts and sorters for everything. That's totally up to preference. You know, some items aren't going to need that much flow, so do it however you like. But I like to use the Mark IIIs for everything, just to kind of make sure it flows quickly and smoothly. Alright, so what we're going to go and do now is set down a bunch of these guys. And we're going to start the first one there. Let's kind of go right on over here. How to get those going for us. And the reason why I am starting it here instead of back here is just kind of make it a little bit neater. And it helps that if there's any overflow, it just jumps into the next ones anyway, so you're not really wasting as much there. So I'm just going to connect all these guys in. And we are going to need a good mixture of both the iron ingots and the iron rings. Oh, I'm sorry, the magnets. Let's call them iron rings if they are magnets. So we're not going to need a whole lot of them, but we will need enough. Let's go ahead and just kind of set these for now, and this will probably change at some point as well. And let's set these for the magnets. What I'm going to do to help kind of keep this separated a little bit is set the magnets for this side. So if I need more magnets, I can just kind of backtrack this way and turn these into magnet manufacturers. And we're going to start here, back over here, and we'll take these and get these going right over here. And what I like to do is also put down these guys, all the storage containers, because there's plenty of times where you're building something and you just need like some iron ingots or some magnets or something basic, and it's just really helpful to kind of have these ready to go when you need them. And just to make sure the flow stays smooth, I always double up on these sorters. Oops. Let's go all the way back there, but that will work fine. So that's going to get the basic production started there. Now we just need to sorters installed here. I know it's supposed to be a way to copy paste. I am not sure what the keybinds are on that, or if they're even in place yet. So I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way, one at a time, which doesn't really bother me because the whole point of playing the game is to spend time enjoying it and playing it. So that's kind of what I'm doing, just taking my time enjoying it. And I'm going to take 1 second here to double check the streaming to make sure it's running smooth, because I don't have it pulled up at the moment. And let me mute my phone. There we go. Now it's muted. Alright, so I have that up to kind of watch it, make sure nothing weird's going on, make sure it's still going smooth. And there we go. Alright. So again, I'm not going to hook up power yet. The other thing I'm going to do is come right on over here. And since I do have some items already crafted up, I'm going to take as many as I can and just start putting them in here. That way I can start tearing these down once I have the space to do so. That's just a little back and forth there, no biggie. And there we go, we got all of our magnets moved on over here. So this is where they'll gather here, this is where the iron ingots will gather, and then we'll be able to start pushing them over this way eventually. So I'm debating whether I want to use some of the interplanetary logistics systems, or I'm sorry, not interplanetary, but the regular planetary logistics systems, or if I'm going to use just regular conveyors. I think I'm going to stick with regular conveyors for now. So, just because those are a bit more complicated to manufacture, and we don't want to use them up for no reason. Nope, get these going here. Now, of course, that is going to kind of block the oil there, so I'm going to have to make a raised platform for these, but that'll work fine. Right? Now on this side, I'm going to kind of do the same thing here, and another container. Well, I'll have to craft some more of these probably. We go ahead and hold any extras of these we have. And again, I'll double up. Well, we only have 4. I'm not going to worry about doubling up for that. Oh. Right, and let's go ahead and get all these installed here. Acting a little funny. I'm having to double click some of the buttons for some reason. I don't know why. We'll deal with it. Okay, so that's that section taken care of there. And let's go ahead and just make it a little easier on these guys. And I'm going to go hop over here and get some more fuel from my machine. Yes, I will drain that pretty quick. And if you want to see how far along I am in research, I am not quite a third of the way there and roughly half the way here. So a lot of what we're going to be doing is going to need the next level of the matrix cubes. And so that's kind of what we're going to be prepping here, is get all those running. I have plenty of the energetic graphite, so I'm going to grab 4 of these for now and toss them in my field chamber. Then I'm back over here. And so the next step in crafting these guys is just regular iron ingots. So what I'm going to do is kind of pop these over here and get some more of these. And realistically, we are not going to need a whole lot of these crafted up, so I'm only going to make 1 machine for this. Listen, we already have plenty of it. It's going to be going in the background. It's just going to be kind of give us a basic supply. The reason I have 4 of these is because we use the gears for other materials as well. So let's go ahead and just place this guy right here. And I don't know if I left a room. This. Let's go here. There we go. So just enough room. I'm going to go ahead and put sorter right there. Jumping across. There. And right there. And this will give us the Mark 1 belts. However, now what I need to do is set down another one of my storage facilities there. I'm going to go back over here and grab all the Mark 1 belts I have, because I'm not going to craft a bunch more when I already have like entire containers full over here. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to just drop everything back in here real quick. Grab these construct that. Grab all these. Oh, actually, I thought I had more and I did not, so that works perfect. That means they'll all mostly fit in one of these. Yep. And you see there's just a little bit left over. That is a bit of a pain, but not enough that I'm really going to care too much about at the moment. Oh, and of course, I didn't grab my other items, so let's go back over here now. Grab all that back out. Go. Get back over here. And I'm sure there's some people out there that have some really fantastic designs for automating these. This is kind of a rough draft here. We kind of start somewhere. So it's just me kind of starting to see what will make it work better. Right. So that gives us the Mark 1. Now we have to work on the Mark 2. And that's going to need these electromagnetic turbines and the Mark 1 belts, which is going to be fairly simple. So this is where we're going to start needing the magnetic coils and the electric motors. Electric motors are going to take a little more effort. As you can see, that's going to be the gears, more magnetic coils. So what we're going to go and do is go set up ourselves some copper. You can see these are starting to run low as well. My goal is to drain this area of all of its resources. This is one of my primary buildings areas. So let's grab this. Alright, so I got half of them there, and the other half there. I don't know how many that's going to actually get for us, so I'm going to just kind of go like this real quick. I'll just drop down right here. And I'm going to put like 2 on that side, and the rest going right down here. 1 more there. Okay. I was going to craft us a bunch of copper ingots. And again, we are going to make a nice little storage place for that. If I find where I went in my inventory. There we go. Now, you don't have to go to your inventory every time to do that. There are all these magnificent buttons down here, which I regularly do not use because I don't have a reason. I just don't use them. So there is that option too if you're wondering if there's an easier way. here. Make sure that is set to craft the ingots. Now, one of the things I wish it would do, oops, that is the wrong ingot, is I wish it would allow you to just make the iron ingots to make all the other iron items. So you didn't have to like kind of split it and make it a little easier, but yeah, that's what it is. Yep, just gonna get us our copper there. And now, and take these guys over here. And we're going to go ahead and just set up ourselves a little manufacturing system here. Get 3 of these guys going. That bounce over here, and down here. We may end up needing more of them. I will find out as we go. Let's go ahead and craft up some of these guys for us. We'll take this. And make sure I line that up right. There we go. There. That'll fuel us some of those guys there, which are very handy. There. Alright. And what we're going to do is come over here now, because we do actually have a plethora of these guys. So we're going to go ahead and drop off our inventory again. Oops. Grab all these. Drop them over here, and I forgot to grab a container. So let's actually going to grab the one right up top here. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and drop this guy right here. And we're going to set up... Wish I didn't grab any of those, which is fine. Everything's fine. Let's go back over here. There we go. Okay. I thought I had some more hanging around here somewhere. I may have actually used them. I'm going to grab these since they are empty. One's empty as well. We're going to go and grab that item out of there as well. We'll toss that in with our other ones. Should be fine now. And more than likely, we will end up needing to use more of these machines because these magnetic coils are used for everything. Well, it's probably is not enough being crafted right now. That's always something that we can very easily extend out later by going that direction, always feeding them back in, and then out again. Yep. Go. That's going to go ahead and hold those for us now. And if we want to make electric motors, we're going to make 3 of those set up. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to do this. That's going to be holding all of our gears over here. And actually, let's go grab the rest of our gears we have in our inventory. I'm going to drop the items I'm not using for now, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth quite as much. That. I'm not using those for those. I'm not using those yet. Or those. Okay. That gives a little more space now. Not enough space, though. Get rid of some of these for now. We'll have to make one more trip back to grab the rest, but that's fine. And it never hurts to have too much production at the base items, because at worst it just stops up and it stops crafting them, and at worst you're just short and you're always running out. So don't worry about making too many of something at the start. And let's shove those down there, just so I can go ahead and tear down some more of these. But forgot to do here is get a sorter. Oh, that's going to take a while to spit all those out if I do it that way. So let's see if I can make it a little bit closer. Oops. And I broke it. Yay. Yep. Goes out right there. Because obviously this is one of the games where distance matters. If I have this going at like just a one space sorter versus a two space sorter, it basically doubles the speed. So you want to try to keep the sorters as short distance as you can. Here, all those off. There we go. I think what I may end up doing is actually putting this on the side here. Is that there, 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 back and there. Okay. Put that down. Pinch those directly here. Gives us a little more space to work with there. So, the next thing we need to make are the motors. We should need the rings, the ingots, and the gears. Nope. Let's go and work on that now. We're going to set up 4 of these to do that crafting. I mean, just enough space to go ahead and leave room for conveyors and everything. And again, we're going to go ahead and have this split off here. Go right this way. We're going to have this come out this way and go right over this way. That. And now what we need, that. I'm going to set these to answer in there. And I think the next easiest option is going to be to kind of bring this directly over here now. This. I'm going to go and raise that up so it goes over that. Bring it over this way, right here, and then drop it back down again, like that. There we go. Allow me to transfer these over like that. That is kind of odd, but it works. There we go. So that's going to have all the materials it needs to craft those up. Let's go ahead and make sure that's transferring correctly over here. Now, one of the things I really need to start doing here is focusing on getting all the drones set up. So I get more drones, make sure they're faster, etc., etc. Because you can see it kind of takes a while for them to go back and forth. Alright, so that's good there, that's good there. Go ahead and make a container for all these guys now. And we're going to go ahead and go right to the side here, like that. Again, it's doing that weird thing where it's not quite clicking all the way. That is a new one there. That, and that. There we go. So that's going to go ahead and hold all of our motors there. So the next step for a Mark II is to make the electromagnetic turbine, which are the motors and more of the magnetic coils. So let's go ahead and we're going to set up 2 of those now. Which we're going to go ahead and go with 3. And 3. And that may not be enough of the motors to fully populate all those. If not, that's fine. Again, we're just trying to get stuff to slowly stack up over time. So let's go ahead and this. And I may have to punch it out one more space just to make sure that goes through smoothly. Do this, push it up 1, and I put it right next to here. That started dropping down. And nope, okay, perfect. That'll work just fine like that. And we want to get as close as we can so it's less travel time for the sorter. Go. that into, oop, and that's not wanting to work properly. Some of the angles on this are a little weird sometimes. Oh, let's connect that on in here. And that'll go ahead and start crafting those guys up as soon as I actually select it. There we are. And you can tell I'm not balancing anything right now. This is sloppy with quotation marks. It's just enough to get it up and running, get it going, make sure that everything I need to get crafted is getting crafted. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here where we set up the storage right next to it. And just like that. And just like that. Okay. So that'll go and pour those into there. So we need these and these for both the the conveyors and the sorters. So now that will allow us to make these. Oops, I mean these. So now what I have to do is run this around here somehow. I didn't leave a lot of space for that. Let's do this. That right there. We'll go ahead and get it to pop up twice so it goes over all of this. Round over this way. Over this way. Like that. Drop it down to floor level. And then we'll have a single machine to craft the Mark IIs. Have that go right there, right there. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of kick this out going this way, like this, and back over this way, because we will end up having to use those for other items as well. And there we go. There we go. And that'll get us the Mark IIs. Let's make a storage container here. And there we go. The other thing I do in order to make it... Oh, why did I make the wrong one? I made the wrong one. That one, which is the same basic item. Yeah, no worries, we're good. So what I do when I have all these extras that don't fit in that initial container, instead of making a second container so it stacks out more, I'll just walk over here and shove these in there and force it into the machine. Machine will only take 20 at a time if it's naturally put in, but if you force it in, it goes up to 60. So you can kind of use an extra 40 here and there. Right, so that is creating the Mark II ones there. And now for the Mark III, we need a whole lot of everything. Alright, so the energetic graphite is something we're going to have to work on doing separately, but we can go ahead and get the rings from way back over here. And run over this way. We may have to end up making more. There. Go ahead and pop that up one slot there. Wrap it back down again, and then bring it over here. I think that's close enough. Let those go ahead and build real quick. Just like that. Right. I'm going to go ahead and get these set up, like, let's just say right here. And again, we're running into more iron veins here, so we're kind of taking up some space. Probably not going to need that many of those. We'll need like 2 of those. Right. And that's going to craft up base component right there. So that's going to have those. We'll go ahead and route that this way. And right on over here like that. 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 And then we'll run these right over this way like that. Copy and paste. Alright, and then we just need the graphite. And the graphite is going to be a little more of an issue as far as creating it. I'm going to use the oil to... Let's see if I can show you the machines on me. I do not. So there's a few ways we can get the graphite. You can see we can use oil and hydrogen to make graphite and more hydrogen, which is really good if we're trying to make a whole lot of stuff using hydrogen. Or we can use the base coal and turn it into energetic graphite. Either way works, and coal will only be turned into graphite. So those are both very usable options. Some of the machines we're going to be making is going to use the refined oil. So I'm going to try to avoid it this run through at the moment. So we'll go ahead and get just strict coal and turn it into energetic graphite and send it over this way. What I'm going to do here is run it like that. I'm going to pump this one up over here. That, and see if... Yep, there we go. Let's drop it right there. So that'll be for the energetic graphite. And we should have some right up. There's some there. Yep, we're going to get these guys crafted up here. So, these guys here. That. I try not to use the energetic graphite or the refined oil for power. Because otherwise, you end up kind of wasting it when it can be used for other materials. Especially when you get solar power that is inexhaustible. Because, you know, Dyson Sphere Program. So, I do try to conserve that as best I can. Alright, let's go and hit that right there. That way, that. Take this one and try to route this kind of over this way a little bit here, like that. There. And let's see if I have enough of this on me right now. Alright, just to make sure I have enough room to lay down all the machines. And we're going to go ahead and start with these right over here. Move on over this way like that. And since you can only turn the coal into graphite, and then the graphite can be turned into diamond, I'm going to go ahead and just turn it all into graphite right off the bat. I may not need all those machines, or I may need more machines, but either way, that should still provide us plenty, so I'm not too worried at the moment. And we're going to go and kick these out going this way, and we'll put a container like right over there. Just because we have the water in the way right now. Yep. Alright, now let's make sure these are queued up to actually create the correct thing. And copy and paste. There we go. So once that gets powered up, it'll create plenty of those. Let's get another container over here. Like that. And this one may actually put out quite a bit, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we have that doubled up. Where are they crafting at? They're somewhere over there, I think. I may have forgotten to fully build it over there. So we'll do a quick run by. Make sure those are good. And everything looks good over here. If you right click, it'll drop that grid so you can actually see a little better. Right, so everything's looking good there. And we're going to go ahead and put some of this graphite going this way now. And if I have the machine... Ooh, I may just go over this way instead. Let's do that this way. And then we're going to try and take down that right there for very careful. Perfect. Okay. So I'll just stand here while it crafts all those. Let's get a little closer. Make it a little easier on little robot buddies. And I could just connect it right there and have it go straight on over, but I like having the storage backup. I like being able to run over there if I need an item and just grab whatever's extra in there instead of like having to grab it off the line directly. Okay, so I'm going to head over here now. You can see I'm just like slightly faster than little drones. Okay, connect you right there, and there we go. Gotta get those guys crafted up for us. Alright. And what I'm going to do, instead of putting these into a container directly, I'm going to put them each into their own container. And we're just going to use a smaller one here and here. And the reason we're doing this is to make sure it splits it evenly, because one will be going towards the conveyor belts, one will be going towards the sorters. Now, if we look at the Mark III conveyor belts, we need the graphene, which you can see either needs the fire ice, which we don't have in the solar system and we can't leave our system yet, or we need the acid and the energetic graphene to be crafted into it. So that's going to be the next step there, is to go ahead and craft up a bunch of those. But for now, we got these being crafted up, so that's good. And we could go ahead and choose to power up this facility right here, so we'll start at least crafting these up, which isn't a bad idea. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and work on getting our sorters started as well. So, sorters are going to take iron ingots and circuit boards, so takes iron ingots and copper ingots. So I'm going to go ahead and craft these up over here. If I, oops, goes right there, right there. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just kind of make a machine that's over here. So it's going to pop right over that. And over here, we'll just kind of get the basic setup there. And transfer from there to there, from there to there. And that's how we're going to get our iron ingots over. We're going to run more ingots going along this side here like that. And right here, going like that. Let's go ahead and set up like 3 of these here. 1, 2, 3. There, there, there. Make sure it's going to be hopping over that little section there, there, that, right over there. Make sure these are crafting the circuit boards. Copy, paste. And we're going to go ahead and come over here and grab the circuit boards we have that are already crafted up. Have all those. Deconstruct that. You can see we have a whole bunch of these already, like a ton of them. So we're good there. You see I have all those sorters already. Once you get into like multi-planet, multi-solar system, like crafting and exploration, those go really, really, really fast. I've probably used what, 245 already, I'm assuming. And just doing this right here, or at least 145. Yeah, so those go really fast. It's good to have lots and lots of them. Okay. Sure, if I rewind later and take a look at it, I can see just what I started off with and what I ended up with. So let's go ahead and this container right here. Take that in. And spit these out over here. That. And let's put all the extras in there. Alright, so that's your circuit boards now. And this is making this a little bit cramped over here for this crude oil, but that's fine. I mean, we can always just run a line out of there. This is turning into a bit of spaghetti right now, but it's kind of the point of it. Alright, so we're going to run over here real quick. Looks very different from last stream. Yes, this is actually an entirely different world. I got up roughly to where I was in the last stream, and that's why I'm streaming here. But the other one was saved in a different world. This is a whole new one. I just didn't like the organization I was doing the other one, so I entirely scrapped it. So it's kind of a restart, but we're about the same point we were last one. Just because, yeah, I like to be a little more organized. And I basically tear apart my base like once a week and rebuild it like once a week. So that's pretty normal for me. Let's see. So we were working on Mark 1s, which need iron and circuit boards. And since that is right there, we're going to go ahead and just kind of use it right here. Let's run this. So it continues on over this way, like that. Let's go ahead and place a single crafter here. Like that. That. And that will go ahead and craft up all of my Mark 1s. And we're going to go ahead and put them into a container as well. Right there. Right there. Let's grab all those we have sitting over here now. And let's grab these guys. Stick the Mark 2s in the bottom. Grab the Mark 3s. Put them in the second one. And then just grab a few more out of there. Okay. And now we can go ahead and take care of that one there. Alright. Back over here. There we go. Now, if we're making the Mark 2s, we're going to need those, and we're going to need the motors. And we have the motors right over here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is run a second line out over here, like this. Make sure I'm doing that right real quick. Yep, just motors and the other sorters. And we're going to go ahead and just make one of those. I just made too many of these. Right there. I'm going to just set this guy over here. And oh, that actually reaches all the way over there, so that's perfect. I'm going to make Mark 2s right here. Create a storage on the side of it as well. Yep. Now we gotta run all those back over here. It shouldn't be too difficult since we have the raised one there. We're gonna go ahead and just run this way. Like that. And we're going to... Oh, I went too far. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go for right here. We're going to raise them up. I don't know why it's having that weird clicking issue where it's not letting me actually select the item. Let's do that real quick. Now, that we're gonna just kind of do that. Okay, that's a little spaghetti, but it works. There we go. So now we'll have all the Mark 1s getting fed over here into that machine there. We're gonna go back and grab all of our Mark 2s real quick. that. And we'll go and just leave that there for now. Go and put all the Mark IIs in there. And now for the Mark IIIs, we need the Mark IIs and we need the electromagnetic turbines. Electromagnetic turbines. I can't speak today apparently. And we're going to go ahead and run those over here. Like that. And we're going to see what kind of machine we need over here. Okay, that should jump right into there. Like that. And need just a little more there. That in there. And then that. And that. And then we have that fully automated. So now we have to work on getting the belts automated. What do we want to do with the belts? So we need the graphene, which means we need sulfuric acid, which means we need water, we need refined oil, and we need stone. But we have these getting set up here. I'm going to go back and grab all my Mark III sorters. You can see we already have plenty of graphene from before I tore everything down. But we're going to need a lot more regardless for other crafting recipes. So we're going to go ahead and keep this going over here. And grab 1, 2, 3 of those back. And now we got to figure out where we're going to put all of those at. First, let's go ahead and place our... Oh, we don't have them. We get all of our refineries and oil extractors out. That way with that one. One can go this way. And that's going to go that way. Now, what I wanted to do is have all this out of the way before I got to the oil. We need the oil in order to get the belts crafted up. So, I'm not really going to plan there. Let's see if I can just kind of move all this out of the way real quick. Toss all that in there. Got these guys here. And... okay. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of these over here real quick. New cubes, we can. Some new cubes in there, and there. There we go. We're going to have the red ones now. Go. Have all the... oh, and I'm actually out of power. Whoopsie. Was not watching that close enough. If we grab graphene, grab that. I'll send it in there real quick. Back over here, toss that back in. Okay. Now we have power. Grab the diamonds. Diamonds are going to go on top over here. And I can tear those down now. Oh, I have more diamonds over there too. Jeez. How many diamonds did I make earlier? It's full. Put you right up there. Those in there. Let's go ahead and put these guys over here now. And we have diamonds on top row, so let's try to keep them kind of organized. Now we should be able to go and grab those out of there. Making some more room there. Go. all the diamonds out of the way. Let's grab all the graphene products. That top one. Here. The thing I find myself having, fun fact, diamonds are fuel. Diamonds for fuel? Really? Oh, geez. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know if I want to use it for fuel at the moment, but I didn't realize it actually uses fuel for this. Right, there we go. Okay, there's something weird going on here. I know you guys can hear me clicking and nothing happening. Either that or I'm going insane. One of the two. Could be either or, really. Alright. Just going to work on moving the straw over. Let's grab what we can out of the liquid here. Straw. Put the water in there. Let's put the fuel in there. Go ahead and drop these guys over here. That. Oops. Well, maybe it'll let me toss that directly in here. Oh, it did. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize it would let me do that. Okay, so no more water. I do have the refined oil here. I'm going to put the organic crystals in there. That and that. Let's grab all the titanium. And we're going to toss that over to here. And if I'm moving the camera too fast, so it's like making you guys sick or something, let me know. I know there's weird things that happen when you're controlling something versus when someone else is controlling something. So if I'm moving too fast or anything, let me know. I'll slow down the camera movements. Alright, toss those in there. Alright. And those and those. And that. Like that. What do I have now? Okay, so I have a bunch of those. That right there. Pop. And there. Okay. So we got all that out of the way, so now I can focus on crafting this up the way I want to do it this time. I'm going to try something different than I normally do. Normally I put all the refineries in one big line and just kind of go for it that way. I'm going to try to alternate them from side to side, see if I can spin more safe. Currently fine. Okay, excellent, good. That is good for y'all right now. So obviously we're going to have the line going straight out that way. Now we're going to have 2 more lines for expelling the items. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Don't do that. Okay. 1 and... It's actually something I'm not sure if it'll work or not, because I know it does it with machines that take single items. If I were to put the refineries side by side and link them together, if it'll just spit all the items out on the other end, or if it will actually not work. That's something I will do an experiment of later. Okay. I'm gonna put this one here like that. That should allow us to... Oh, nope, that's not going to work that way. So let's do that, that, that. Right. So we're going to pull that in here. We're going to expel the hydrogen there and the refined oil there. Obviously, that's going to be making me just the basic plasma refining. Because that's what we have to do with the base oil. Okay. I'm going to pull that in here. I have the hydrogen going to the far line. Find oil to the center line. And now what we have to do is try to figure out if I can do some alternating magic here. My space feels a little odd. Or I don't think I want to do this. The other option is go ahead and have the items get kicked out on the side, which is definitely doable, and just have the main line going down the center. Will that create some extra lines? I'm going to avoid doing that. I'm going to see if I can do the alternating pattern I was thinking of. Actually, let me remove these real quick. Okay. So I'm going to have... What's it doing that to me? In, out, out. Right? Or I should do it the opposite way and do in, out, out. And then if I place this one right here, that will allow me to that, do that, and do that. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to do it. We're going to do alternating. It's going to leave like one space between each side there. It's doing that anyway. No, we're going to just keep doing this pattern here. Okay. So let's grab these guys and I'm gonna leave a space. Leave a space. Space. I can just kind of do this all the way down as well. Like that, okay? Now let's go on over here. And space. Leave a space. Leave a space, and colliding with that object, which is fine. So we're going to go ahead and route this over this way now. That. And actually, yeah, we're going to just route it over this way. This should have more than enough speed to take all of that through. And if I hook up the third refinery from over here, I'll hook it up on this side going like right through here. You can shift click to copy sorters with building. Shift click. Oh. So, well, let's go ahead and try that and see how that works then. You have those set up. Those real quick. Click. Oh, that's how it's done, and that makes me very happy. Thank you for that wonderful piece of advice. That makes life so much easier. Now shift click this one. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. Somehow I managed to actually double up right there. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. So does it auto sort? It does auto sort too. Oh, that is amazing. Okay. So we're going to have all the refined fuel getting kicked out over here, along with all the hydrogen. That should be more than enough machines to go ahead and process what we need for now. Also works with drag. Oh, geez. Question on that though, does it leave the spacing? Because I was leaving that space there so we can go the alternating style there. But if I was doing something like that with those, it would work with the items I'm not alternating back and forth. Okay, cool. So that's good to know. You are full of excellent information. I appreciate it. I love this game, but I've not kept up on all the updates, so it kind of helps knowing what's what. Uh-oh. 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 That whole side's broken. Dang it. So let's fix this side. Make sure this side is working properly. Okay. And hydrogen should be going to the far end there. So let's... Why are you not letting me change that? There we go. Where is it? Hydrogen, where are you? There we go. Okay. Perfect. On default, would closest distance. Okay. So let's see if it'll let me do it now with the alternate patterns. Shift click. There. Okay, so it blocks that one. It works for those two. So it's kind of a use-by-use scenario. Okay. Oh, and I broke it. Whoops. Yep, so it works for those two. And then... there, and there. Okay, perfect. Make sure those actually were corrected this time. Yep, it sure did. Excellent. So once that has... Ooh, we gotta make sure the power lines are gonna fit all the way over. They should. Just like that. Make sure everything's flashing red. Yep, no yellow, all red. So that means once we get power over here, it's set. Tab can change distance. Also, this can overwrite recipe and filter thing. Oh, cool. Alright, so we have all those set up now. I am going to go ahead and run this line over here. I'm going to pop that up over this way. A little spinny spin there. And we're going to aim for right there, which means we're going to have to move that power line. There we go. There. Drop you down to ground level, like that. And let's just kind of go over this way, get all that done, taken care of first. I do kind of wish they actually had supports or something. That'd be kind of cool. But of course, then I couldn't like jump over this stuff because then the supports be running into machines. Right? There's that. And let's see what we can do about that power line there. Move that from there. Okay, good. They're all still flashing red, which means that the line's close enough already. And there. So that'll go ahead and feed those. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that should be more than enough oil coming through now. So what we need to do now is figure out where we're going to go ahead and craft up all of our acid, which needs oil, rock, and water. And we need quite a bit of space for that as well. Where are we going to put this? We can write it right over here. I think this will work fine. So let's go right here. Let's get these guys right over here, like that. Cool things with these is they're very easy to alternate back and forth. So let's go ahead and have all the input coming from this side. This way. This way. And we're going to be creating the sulfuric acid. So we need 3 items going in and 1 going out, which means we're going to have to run the out on the outside of the machines, which is fine. And I should copy this over a little easier this way. So, in. And we shift click that. Yep. Put these all the way down over here. Let's wait till those are crafted up too. just to make sure that doesn't weird it out or anything. There we go. Just like that. Oh, I should have put the exits on the outside too. That's fine. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and run these away from the other machine. No, because that's going to move us. We're going to run this over this way. Like that. Will it copy with the... Well, that's right, you don't, because you can just do the shift copy and it overwrites what's already there. Okay. Now let's grab some more of these guys. Where'd they go? Let's stick those right there. Oops. Be right there. And in, and in. Copy. Oops. Oh. That's not what I want to do with that, so let's go ahead and move that just a little bit there. Move it like right there. That should work fine. In. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay. So let's get those two working there. Let's get you working there. It's be difficult, doesn't it? No. There. And there. Okay. Perfect. And let's go ahead and get the exit on this side as well. Gonna go straight into that. There. 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 Alright, cool. That's me plenty of sulfuric acid. I don't think we'll need that much, but again, at worst, it backs up the sulfuric acid, which then allows the other items to pass through and be used for other items. And I'm going to go ahead and set up the water stations over here. Yep. That here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this in right here. Stone's going to come in onto this side here, and the oil will route through around over here and into here as well. Okay. There we go. So let's go and get the stone set up over here now. Right? There. To right there. Oh, foundation support. Okay. Go. There we go. A little bit of overlapping, but that's fine. Our goal is to drain this area of all of its resources, so that's kind of the point. Okay, but you going like that. You going like that. And have you go like that. Oil get routed along the outside edge there. That one, that works. Turn the way. It's not doing that to me. So, let's see what we can do about getting rid of all this stuff here. There's another container at. There we go. Goes in there. There we go. That's out of the way. That's that. This line moving along over here. Like that. Almost. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't like that connection. There. Alright, so that'll route all the rocks on over there. Right now, let's go and get the oil set up, and oil line is coming out of the center. So we'll route that over that, back around over this way. That's a little overkill probably, but it'll work. We're aiming for... That's good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That pops it up over that. Right there. We're going to sit here and just kind of let that finish building now. Well, looks like I just ran out of... Nope, I have a little bit more left. Okay, got that one there. Let's fly right on over here. Okay, I'm going to go and change this line. I was going to the middle one. Nope. And that one can now drop all the way down like that. Okay, there we go. We have all the sulfuric acid being created now. And I don't think I'm going to create a buffer for the sulfuric acid. I think I'll just let it do its thing. So, that's going that way. Alright, so back to Mark III belts. We needed the graphene, sulfuric acid, and energetic graphene. So this, we can go ahead and take it over here. And I should probably take this line over here, create more of the graphene. We're going to get a lot of the graphene anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and just make another line of these over here, because that should be created inside of the... And yep, chemical facilities. We're going to make another line of these over here. And let's see. Right there. Just back right up into that. One. Here. I'll go down over this way. We're going to have the energetic graphite go down over here. Have the exit right down the center going back up this way into a container over here. That that way, and that way. Let's flick that. Down here like that. Oh, so it will not. So if the conveyors aren't already constructed, it will not connect the sorters to it. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Like you again. There we go. And I shift click that, rotate it that way. Oh, that works perfectly. Excellent. Just like that. And, oh, I did not actually do the recipe for that. So, that, copy, paste, 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 and it won't go that far, okay. Now, I know I have too many of these compared to how much sulfuric acid I have, which is fine. We can always expand it out, go in either direction anyway later on. Right, make sure I have everything over here. I do. I did not set those up for sulfuric acid. Copy, paste, paste, paste. There we go. Okay. That should make plenty of the graphene. We're going to go ahead and double stack that because there's times I use that graphene a lot. And I want to have as much of that backed up as I can. Okay, let's grab that out of here. What I'm actually going to do as well is go ahead and... Where are we at? That right there. And then have that exit very quickly. I'm going to grab all the sulfuric acid out of here as well. First thing though, I'm going to set down another of these and empty all that out of there again. Grab all that, grab all that. On over here. You inside of there, put you inside of there. We're going to grab those as well. Which means we're going to need to grab those. Let's see. Oil, sulfuric acid. Okay. Acid. Okay. And I did not block that, thankfully, but I don't have any of my lines there because got them. Let's grab that out of here. Those and those. Got more of that. Okay. This is starting to come along again. And let's get a line running around this right here to there. Okay. And we're going to set another one of these guys here for all the graphene, or energetic graphene. Graphite, whatever it is. Yep. Line with another object. Okay, so I guess it's too close to that thing there, which is fine, because it'll still just spit those out. Okay. And this as well. This guy here. Have all that oil can shot directly into there. Like that. That is overkill, but it's fine. And water. More sulfuric acid. Okay. There we go. So we have all the sulfuric going in there. I'm just going to fill the water directly into these guys here real quick. There we go. Okay. And grab all that back out of there. Pick that up. Oh, and I forgot I need to grab more of the energetic graphene so I have some power. Graphite. Graphene, graphite. I know what I'm saying in my head at least. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be spitting out all that. That's good. And need to connect the line over here. That we're going to go ahead and pop that up one over here. Run into that one. So let's see. You like there. You're gonna pop up again. Drop that down again now. Actually, we'll leave it at the third stack. Okay. And we're gonna run this over here. For that. Drop it down to ground level. And connect it right there. Okay. Gonna let all that craft now. So once I power all this up, it's going to suck a lot of power. I don't know that all of my solar panels going across the equator are going to really help a whole lot with it. So we'll find out just how short or overabundance of power I have, which hopefully I have plenty. This in action now. I'm probably going to be low on that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just keep using up all the pole veins for that for now. This. Those. There you go, got all those. And those. Let's run this going this way now. And what I'm going to do is run it to connect over here and just create more of the manufacturers. And if we push... Okay, it's not letting me actually leave the frame there, which is fine. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just kick this right over to... Oh, out of building range. Let's get that started first. Oh, that going. Right. That going this way like that, and then connect right there. You need more of these machines here. Build the one. Let's get this going here. And I'm out of soil pile. Okay. Where are those machines? There we go. Okay, that got me two more in there, which is going to help. Like that. And that's fully connected, Paste. Okay, there we go. So that should get us a fair amount going there. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-ish of those, I think. If I counted correctly. Okay. So basically all this right now is just to make Mark III conveyor belts. That's kind of fun though. Okay. So, hold on. Okay, so I didn't need both of those. That's fine. This. Because we do need those eventually anyway. Let's get a large container just in case I make enough of those eventually. Where are my containers? There we go. I'm actually running out of those now as well. Two right there. Okay. And now for the Mark III belts. The super magnetic rings, Mark II belts, and the graphene. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get these so they craft up right next to each other. I can just go to the same spot to pick them up. So those right next to each other. We're going to create one machine that's going to be right here. Connect that into there. 3 belts. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and go right over here. You're going to go right over here. That. There. Right there. And then let's go and get that graphene to come over this way now, which is a long ways away. This way first, and then let's see. I'm gonna need to go out just a little bit more with it. Like, nope, that's not what I wanted. Stop. Okay. There. Let's get these finished crafting first. Yep. And let's get these going this way now. I guess I could use these as well to fuel those. If we need more, I'll go ahead and hit that coal mine as well. Right there. And now, we start putting down all of our power lines. There. Okay. You right there. You right there. There. Over here. Here. Over here. Here. Over here. Okay. So that's those machines powered now. There's no yellow flashing. Let's get this over here. Ooh, look what I forgot. Forgot to put one of those in. So once we get everything started, we'll have to kind of go through and make sure everything is actually connected correctly. there. Should be able to put this one right here. Okay, if I go every other one, you should get pretty close to getting them all. That. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, that is going the wrong direction there. That. And like that. Oh, I see what's going on. Over there. Okay, there we go. We'll do a really good and thorough check once we have a line set up. Okay, do you see any yellow? None there that I can see. Let's go and get the water. Nope. And we need that one right there powered. We're going to need these over here powered. And I got 3 of the 4. 4 of 4. There, you right there. 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 Okay. Yellow. Okay, I don't see any yellow. I'm just going to get these and those. And then connect it to the main power line. Oh, so that's powered. So that's where I can go ahead and connect the final power line is through this area here, it looks like. Alright, that's good there. Alright, this guy like right there, that'll connect those. Alright, I'm gonna do one more flyover to just kind of verify everything's good. Oh, not that fast. Right, and let's make sure these are connected over here as well. Nice long range going there. Connect those. That connects those over there. And okay, so let's go ahead and get another one here. Connect all those. Right, that should be everything. Now, the final component. Oh, and I put it like one block too far away. There we go. Oh, that doesn't have power over here. I thought it would. Let's... There we go. Now it's going to have power. There we go. Power flowing everywhere. Nothing flashing. Flashing. Right, everything's crafting. Looks like we actually got it the first and a half shot. So that is all of those being auto manufactured now to get me. Ooh, I put all my Mark IIIs over here. What are you missing? What are you missing? Missing? What are you missing? Okay. And why don't I have any iron ingots? Probably because they're all being redirected the other direction. Okay, that's why. So we're going to have the overflow do this, like that. And there we go. So it's going to pull them in that way and have them go around that way as well. Those are no longer getting any kind of ore, which means we don't have enough production here. So that's stopping like right there. Let's move this right over here. So we can keep getting the magnets crafted up. And that's going to drain that out pretty quick, thankfully. Okay, now let's see if everything's going smoothly. Those are crafting. You shouldn't have any... Oh, okay, so that's not getting to there. So basically you need more iron. And I think the nearest deposit was over this way. And oh, that's disorienting a little. I think we had one over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some miners over here and get them going back to the original one. And where are they at? They're in here somewhere. There we go. So, there we go. Okay, got all those. And let's put you over here like that. Going over here like that. You're going to kick them out right there. Let's get the power right here. Okay, good, got those. This, and we're just going to bump that up a whole bunch there. That is way too high. We don't need it up that high. Okay. Up, down again, and again, and again, and again. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and bring these over this way. Now let's land and go and get that crafted up over here now. I can't believe we've already been going for an hour and a half just to automate all of that. The thing is, we're going to need a lot of these anyway, so we're doing ourselves some long-term good. Right. That and bring it right on over here. Oh, nope, up. The colliding method. Okay. Up like that. Okay, let's get that crafted up. Yep. And since that has some extra materials, we're going to go ahead and kick that out with 2 more. Like that. Copy, paste, paste. Input, output, output, output. And that's where it's falling off right there. Just drop that down going that way, like that. And there we go. That'll get us plenty more going now. That's actually backing up a little bit too. So we're going to go ahead and close that line right there, close that right there. And reconnect this one over here, since that one is kind of losing that a little bit too. That way, as this starts to drain down and they produce less and less, it still has some for these ones over here. Okay. So now we should have plenty being crafted. We actually look what we're actually producing right now too. So iron ore, we're producing 387. Okay, that's the last 10 minutes. Look at the last minute. So we're doing a little over 800 iron ore. Exactly 363 copper ore, which is weird, consuming 360. Let's see. Coal, 780, 780. Iron ingots. We're crafting 539-ish. We're only using 380-ish. Copper, we have too much copper, that's fine. Energetic graphite's good. Gears, why are we not consuming any gears? We should be consuming gears and magnets. So we got to go figure out what's going on with that. Circuit boards, sulfuric acid, graphene, and it's not producing any of that. So let's go see what the holdup is over here. Okay, so there's gears crafting. You are short. You're short gears. Why are you? Oh, that's why. There we go. Alright, so that's going to get its nice supply there, and that's going to kick all those off. Excellent. And that's good there. And it's only sending them one direction. Which was not the intent. Send them there. We'll take a look at our graph again. And so let's see what we have going on here. Graphene, not using any of it, but just creating 180 a minute. We don't have any plastic being created at the moment. We're using 90 sulfuric acid, but we're not producing any. Okay, so let's go look over here and see what else is going on. So you don't have any rocks? You don't have any rocks? Oh, so that did not get connected to anything. Okay. There we go. Much better. So now our sulfuric acid will start going. Yeah, a splitter is probably going to work better than how I'm doing it here right now. Since it is only... I wish it would alternate between the two. Oh, so that picked one up there. Oh, no, it's working now. What are you missing? You're missing... Oh, you're full? Oh, it's full because I don't have any outlets on that. There we go. Okay. I was going to start using those. That's going over there. That's going over there. That. Not making enough. What? We're not making enough iron ingots. Okay. We gotta find a way to get some more iron going. Even though that appears to have plenty. Right? So... Alright, extra bypass. There we go. Now it's gonna kick up some more. And what are you short on? We're also short on iron. Which is fine because we don't really need a whole lot of that. Actually, we're not crafting any of those because We've got to put that down too. Okay. Oops. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get off, grab those. You're not getting any iron ingots down there. So we're gonna have to put a splitter like right here, probably. That's definitely not getting enough. Okay, so that's going to start backing up now, which means that'll start getting more going fed that way. So, okay, that'll balance itself out fine. What you probably should have done is that. There we go. And we don't necessarily need that anymore, because it's either going in or going around. And now that is basically going too slow over here. We really don't need more of those right now. That's filling up, so eventually that'll fill up anyway. Let's go ahead and remove that one there. So that's basically crafting that as fast as it can. We do need more iron coming over here. Okay. So, easy fix is to do this. That. You don't recommend sorter over belt. Oh yeah, definitely lowers the throughput. I kind of use that in some situations just to intentionally lower it. This one, okay, there we go. So that's backing up nicely now. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. There we go. There we go. Kicking those out now. Okay, everything should start balancing out a little better now. Let's see. Okay, good. So that's getting all the way down here now. Let's see, we're producing, what, 30 a minute? And that's taking probably 30 a minute each of those. Assuming. Let's look at motors. In here somewhere. All the way back up. And scroll down slowly this time. Oh, so we're only producing 540 a minute. We're using 780 a minute, which means we're not producing enough iron ingots at all. So I'll go ahead and open up another vein here shortly. Right, so 120 and 120. We're using everything we're generating of the electric motors. 60 and 60. We still are not using any of the super magnetic rings. Why are we not using any? You are short those, and you are short those. You are short those. Just barely. And somehow we're only using half our power so far, so that's good. Oh. This is going to stop up really fast, though, because... Oops, how did I not do that? Don't have those going anywhere. I need to start setting that up so I can start making the red bricks again, or the red matrix again. So that's going to stop all that production there. But for now, I do have things going. The next step will be getting all the actual matrix systems set up so they can automate in crafting. And that will free up the refineries to continue producing as well. You short now. You're short those again. So we have plenty of ore coming in. We just don't have enough of those. So I guess I'm going to do this. One, two, three. That's going to fit there. That, and that. Alright, and then we'll get another line down here. That. Gonna go over this way, through here, and then there. Okay, that'll work. Eventually, everything will back up to the point that the final items will be crafted, but I don't want to wait that long for those. Okay, let's go and look at this again. Ingots. Where are you at? Okay, now we are actually crafting more than we're using, but not by much. It's going to catch up really quick here. Maybe not. So we're producing 720 a minute. We're only using... well, that's still going up pretty fast. Wish it had like a required as well. So we need more. It's using 720 of 720. It's going higher only because like it had that initial boost, and it's going to start dropping down again, back to 720. So we probably need like 800 ingots coming in. For now, though, I'm going to go and leave it as is. That's because eventually these will all get full. Meaning they can't produce anymore, they can't use those resources. The resources will get pushed down to these, so on and so forth. And these will get crafted little by little over time, which is kind of the goal. There. I'm surprised that is not full yet. What I can do to help with the ingot usage is kind of drop that down a little there. Throw those in there. Since I'm producing too many of those, I don't need all those. And it's still going up slowly, so we're good. Well, that'll reduce some of the ingot usage there. $1,800 iron per minute is better because that's maximum one belt can handle. Yeah, that's probably what I should go and shoot for. What I plan on doing is kind of expanding out, because you can see I've only really started using resources from this area right here. We have plenty outside of it. I mean, we have actually quite a bit of oil on this planet. And going from there. This is just kind of my passive generation for belts and whatnot. I actually have quite a few still, so we're good there. Let's see. And I actually never did that. It's that. Well, that still didn't run out anyway because I didn't have enough of the electromagnetic turbines. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go for now. What I'm going to work on next is getting all the matrix cubes started. I'm not going to do that on the stream today. I've already been going now for 2 hours, so it's time for me to get up and stretch and take a break. But thanks for everyone for coming and hanging out. I enjoyed my little stream here. I hope you all did too. If you enjoyed it, hit that like and subscribe button. Right now, I'm streaming looks like once a week. I'm going to try to bump that up a little bit here so we can do a little more. But yeah, come and hang out again. I'm enjoying this. He said maybe add a splitter to split green turbine. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing as well. I'm going to go ahead and do some more balancing later off stream, just to make sure it's running a little more smoothly. But I got my base stuff set up here. You can kind of just see the rough organization there. That is very rough. But yeah, that's what I got going today. So thanks everyone for coming and hanging out, and we'll be doing this again shortly. Until then, I hope you all have a great time. This is GamerTrem signing out.